Welcome to the training room. I'm CombomasterZ, and today's topic is Okay, first we have to go into why Pokemon and Digimon would be a great crossover. Number one, they both came out around the same time. Pokemon coming out first, of course. Number two, they're both about monsters fighting. Like, come on. Number three, they're both trained by humans. The human plays a major part of how the monster progresses. And number four, they're both legendary. They both have animes. So, very popular. Pokemon, of course, is the more popular one. I think Pokemon is like one of the most highest selling franchises of all time. But Digimon definitely had its good run in the 90s and early 2000s. Now, my idea for a Pokemon versus Digimon crossover, it wouldn't be a typical RPG turn-based game. Rather, I think it should be a top-down view beat 'em up like Pokemon Rumble. Top-down view? What do you think this is? The 2000s? Just bear with me, alright? Bear with me here. Now, some people might think a Pokemon Rumble type style game wouldn't work in 2021. Here's why people don't like Pokemon Rumble. Number one, the combo system is messed up. The combo system is you just mash a fast attack over and over and over again. And sometimes it might do multiple hits, sometimes it won't do multiple hits. It's so random. You can't even say there really is a combo system in Pokemon Rumble. It's just the moves have wind up, and then you just do the move, and that's it. It's no real combo system. How to better that? Have light and heavy attacks. Heavy attacks will do like one attack, and then light attacks you can hit 3 or 4 times. That's called a combo string. And Pokemon Rumble had no combo strings at all. It was just you did one move and you spammed the move as fast as you could, and that's it. No combo strings at all. That's bad game design. 2, there was only 2 moves. Like, who wants to play a Pokemon game where you only have 2 moves? That's lame. Even in normal beat 'em up standards, that's just not acceptable. It's just, especially for a modern 3D beat 'em up, it's just boring. Number 3, there's no defense options. You can't block, you can't dodge, you can't jump. You can't do anything. It's just the only way you can avoid enemies' attacks is if you attack first, or you just try and run away from their attacks. Which that's another thing. You can't run in the game. So yeah, it's just no defense options. Number 4, you can't level up your favorite Pokemon. So you're playing Pokemon Rumble. You finally got a Pokemon that you like, but his level is very low. So basically, you can't play as him because his level is so low. You can't level up the game. You're forced to switch between Pokemon. And it's just, that kind of sucks. It's like, I just want to play as Ivysaur. Pokemon is a game where you level up your Pokemon. So in Pokemon Rumble, you can't level up your Pokemon. It doesn't make any sense. Number 5, the Pokemon are toys. Like, the whole point of Pokemon is that you play as these cool animal designs, right? Well, Pokemon Rumble, you just play as toys, these wind-up toys. That's not fun, That just takes the whole fun out of Pokemon. So if you were to fix all 5 of these problems in Pokemon vs. Digimon, the game would be set. It would be golden. Plus, the game is Pokemon versus Digimon. You can't get a better crossover than that. Okay, gameplay. Gameplay would basically be you play as a Pokemon trainer or Digidestined. When it's time for battles, you play as the Pokemon or Digimon. The Digidestined or the Pokemon trainer can assist their monster in many ways. Like, for example, they can give them potions in mid-battle to heal them up. And for the Digidestined, he can also digivolve his Digimon to 3 different forms: Champion, Armored, and Ultimate, using the D-pad. But here, this is where things get a little spicy. Instead of having 6 Pokemon like the Pokemon games, you have 4 Pokemon. I know you're probably thinking, oh man, why would you do that? Well, number one, 6 Pokemon is kind of overkill in the first place. Like, that's a lot of Pokemon. 2, it wouldn't be fair for the Digidestined player. The Pokemon trainer would have 6 Pokemon and Digidestined only has 1 Digimon with 4 forms, with 3 forms. It's not fair on a gameplay perspective. Plus, how are you gonna fit 6 Pokemon on the D-pad? It's gonna be kind of weird. I'm trying to make this mechanic where you control your monsters or your monsters' forms with the D-pad. So 4 is just the ideal number. Plus, 4 monsters represents the 4 game types, which I'm going to get into later. Alright, controls. So you change your monster with the D-pad. You obviously move with the left analog stick. But unlike Pokemon Rumble, you're able to be more maneuverable. In this game, you would have a run button. Then you would also have a jump button. And if your monster can fly, just hold the jump button and they'll fly. And then let's go into the 4 face buttons. The 4 face buttons will be the 4 attacks of your monster. Well, not just attacks, like defensive moves too. Let me explain. For the 4 buttons, you can assign 4 different moves. Either they can be defensive moves or offensive moves. If you want a monster that's very combo heavy, add moves that have a lot of combo strings. If you want a monster that's very powerful, one-hit KOs, add a lot of power moves. If you want a monster that's very long range, then add a lot of projectile moves. If you want a monster that's very defensive, add some defensive moves like dodge or block or counters. Heck, make the monster only have 1 attack move and then it just has 3 defensive buttons. And those are the 4 play types which I was mentioning earlier. So you can have one monster that's just all defense, one monster that's just all long range, one monster that's just all combos, and other monster that's just powerful as heck. Now that's a team right there. You can do the same for a Digimon. Make the base form, the form that has a lot of defense options. Make the champion form maybe, I don't know, combo heavy. Make the armored one, well, armored would be defense. Well, I don't know. Just make the armored one like a lot of power moves. And then like the ultimate, maybe like combos. I already said that. Long range attacks. I don't know. You pick. That's the beauty of this system. You can just, be very creative of what moves your monster has. Now I want to talk about co-op. This game has to have a co-op. I mean, it wouldn't be a Pokemon versus Digimon crossover if it wasn't a co-op feature. Player 1 plays as a Pokemon trainer, and player 2 would play as a Digidestined. This game has to have multiplayer. Like, I'm putting a lot of emphasis in this because it just has to happen. It has to have a 2-player mode, just like Super Smash Brothers story mode from Brawl. Just a nice cooperative beat 'em up experience. That's what this game has to be. Oh, and you can also ride on your monster if it's big enough. That also includes flying and swimming. Okay, now that we got gameplay out of the way, now let's go into story. Nintendo's gonna have to make a choice, either to put Red as the main character of this crossover on the Pokemon side, or Ash, also known as Satoshi in Japan. Now we all know that Red, as a Pokemon master, is way better than Ash. He defeated Team Rocket all by himself. He won the Pokemon League. I'm pretty sure he catched like every Pokemon or something like that. I don't know. But as a Pokemon master, he's just way better. That's a fact. Ash not so much. But even though Ash fails, every time he joins a Pokemon League, he always fails. Even though he fails a lot, I feel like Ash as a character is just fun. Like, he has a good spirit. He's a very friendly guy. and he never gives up on his dream on becoming a Pokemon master, even though he does do a lot of dumb things along the way. I feel like as a character, he's just way more. Ash is more of a relatable kid character than Red, in my opinion. And his relationship with Pikachu is just iconic. It's just when people think of Pokemon, they think of Ash and Pikachu. Like that brings me to my next segment. You got to think of sales. Putting Ash as the main character is also going to bring that nostalgic feeling of the early 2000s and 90s. That was the era where Digimon and Pokemon were head to head with one another. They had their shows, they had their movies, they had their toys, their merchandise. And speaking of movies, you can make this into a movie. Digimon versus Pokemon. Like, that would be a crazy video game movie. Or anime, or video game anime, or whatever. It would just be amazing. So if you're going to have a crossover, it might as well be in the anime universes, since that's one of the main things that bring these two series together. That event, Pokemon versus Digimon, in theaters, oh my god, it would be just like King Kong versus Godzilla. This series would be a cash cow, trust me. I'm surprised that Digimon and Pokemon haven't had a crossover. I'm surprised that Digimon and Pokemon haven't had a crossover yet. Maybe they just need that game tie-in. Oh, here you go. Okay, story. Here's how I would do the story in Pokemon vs. Digimon. It starts out with Ash is having his birthday in Palatown, and he invites all his friends. They're having a great time, eating and stuff. But then out of nowhere, Ash's Pokeball goes nuts, and it opens up and it makes a portal and sucks Ash in. Brock and Misty grab Ash, but they get sucked in too. Pikachu jumps into the portal after Ash. Ash and his friends fall out of the portal and end up into the digital world. But not any digital world, the Digimon digital world, where Ty and his friends are there. They meet up with them, they talk or whatever, and then out of nowhere, a group of evil Digimon and evil Pokemon surround them. And Team Pokemon and Team Digimon have to work together to defeat the evil Pokemon. And find out how Ash and his friends got to the digital world and how they can get out. Now the villain for this crossover, I'm pretty sure it would have to be a Digimon character, but like an original Digimon character. Someone that's so powerful they can corrupt the code of the digital world or something like that. And they can also corrupt the minds of the Digimon or the Pokemon. So then you would have to capture the Digimon and Pokemon and release the darkness from them or something. Kind of like XD Darkness, Pokemon XD Darkness. And maybe for a side villain, you can add my fan fiction character, Armored Skull Mewtwo. I don't know, it's just a thought. Maybe it can be like a secret boss or something. I don't know. And then after the game is over, you unlock a mode called the Pokemon Digimon Coliseum, where you go through a kind of a arcade ladder type tournament, fighting your way through Pokemon trainers and Digidestins and all that. And maybe at the end, you fight Red. And his Pokemon are on level 100 or something. I don't know, that would just be so cool. Okay, now let's talk about the monsters themselves. Now, there's no way we can get every single Digimon and every single Pokemon in this game. It just wouldn't, the amount of work of animations and models and all that, it would just take way too long. So I came up with an idea. Maybe just, instead of having thousands of Pokemon and thousands of Digimon, how about 400 monsters in total in the whole game? 200 Digimon and 200 Pokemon. So us as fans, I feel like we should come up with a list for our favorite Pokemon or our favorite Digimon. What will be your top 200 Digimon? And what will be your top 200 Pokemon? Okay, guys, that's all I can come up with. Yeah, I don't know why this crossover hasn't happened already, but well, here's the blueprints. Come on, Nintendo, please make this a reality. We should have had a Digimon versus Pokemon crossover long ago. I digress. Maybe if you guys are true fans of the series, maybe you can make this like a tech demo or something and just present it to Nintendo. I don't know. All I know is this has to happen one way or another. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed and peace out.
Complete! The legend will never die.